Speaking test instructions. The speaking test is 20 minutes. There are 8 tasks in the speaking test. Please try your best to answer all the questions.
Start speaking now. Time is up. 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 Patricia, congratulations on your retirement. While this transition can certainly bring challenges, it also opens up wonderful opportunities for personal growth and fulfillment. First and foremost, consider establishing a new routine that provides structure to your days. Although you've left your work schedule behind, having regular activities and set times for waking, exercise, and meals can give your days purpose and prevent that feeling of aimlessness. Furthermore, staying physically active is particularly crucial during retirement. Whether it's daily walks, swimming, gardening, or joining a senior fitness class, regular exercise not only maintains your physical health but also contributes significantly to mental well-being. Additionally, many fitness centers offer classes specifically designed for seniors, which can also serve as social opportunities. Speaking of social connections, making an effort to maintain and build relationships is essential. Despite no longer having workplace interactions, you could join clubs, volunteer organizations, or take classes to meet people with similar interests. Consequently, these activities provide both social engagement and opportunities to learn new skills. Many retirees find great satisfaction in volunteering. Contributing your time and expertise to causes you care about can provide a sense of purpose while making a positive impact in your community. Moreover, organizations greatly value the experience and reliability that retirees often bring to volunteer positions. Lastly, consider this an opportunity for personal growth and exploring interests you never had time for previously. Remember that adjusting to retirement typically takes time, so be patient with yourself during this transition. Last summer, I took a memorable 2-week road trip along the California coast. The journey began in San Francisco and continued down the famous Pacific Coast Highway to San Diego, with numerous stops at coastal towns along the way. What made this trip particularly special was the perfect combination of stunning natural scenery, charming small towns, and the freedom to explore at our own pace. First and foremost, the dramatic coastal landscapes were breathtaking, sheer cliffs dropping into the turquoise Pacific Ocean, with waves crashing against rugged rock formations. The most impressive stretch was Big Sur, where the mountains meet the sea in spectacular fashion. Additionally, we discovered several hidden beaches that were nearly deserted despite their incredible beauty. Furthermore, each town along the route had its own distinct character. Carmel by the Sea charmed us with its fairy tale cottages and artist community, while Santa Barbara impressed with its Spanish colonial architecture and excellent local wines. The flexibility of our itinerary allowed us to extend our stay in places we particularly enjoyed. Consequently, we spent an extra day in Monterey after discovering how fascinating the aquarium was. My favorite part of the experience was an unexpected detour to a small family-owned restaurant in Morro Bay, where we enjoyed the freshest seafood I've ever tasted while watching sea otters play in the harbor just yards from our table. This unplanned discovery exemplified what made the trip so special, the perfect balance of having a general route planned while remaining open to spontaneous experiences and discoveries along the way. This colorful illustration depicts a bustling grocery store scene where multiple families are engaged in shopping activities. On the left side, a well-organized produce section displays various vegetables including carrots, broccoli, and potatoes, each labeled with weight information. A store employee in a blue shirt is cheerfully assisting customers in this area. In the center of the store, several shoppers navigate the aisles with their shopping carts and baskets. Most notably, a woman in a pink dress is pushing a blue shopping cart while accompanied by a young boy in blue shorts. Meanwhile, another family consisting of parents and a small child can be seen examining products on the shelves, which are systematically arranged with different food categories, including a clearly marked grains and pulses section. At the checkout counter in the foreground, a mother in a yellow top and her daughter are preparing to pay for their purchases, while the cashier and another staff member efficiently process the transaction. Not only does this scene illustrate the everyday routine of grocery shopping, but it also demonstrates how supermarkets serve as communal spaces where various household units simultaneously fulfill their nutritional needs. Furthermore, the detailed illustration effectively captures the organized chaos that characterizes modern retail environments, where customers of different ages and backgrounds navigate through carefully categorized merchandise while interacting with helpful staff members. Initially, the shoppers who have completed their selections will proceed to the checkout counter, whereas those still browsing will continue examining products on the shelves. Subsequently, the mother with the shopping cart will likely add more items to her basket, while simultaneously consulting her shopping list to ensure she hasn't forgotten anything essential. Meanwhile, the store employee arranging vegetables will presumably assist customers with their product inquiries or weight measurements. Furthermore, the family near the grains section will carefully compare nutritional information before making their final decision, and consequently, add their chosen items to their cart. Despite the busy atmosphere of the supermarket, the checkout process will proceed efficiently as the cashier scans items and provides totals to waiting customers. In addition, the young child holding what appears to be a jar will probably ask permission to add it to their purchases. In conclusion, following payment completion, customers will exit with their grocery bags. Nevertheless, some might return briefly after realizing they've forgotten a critical item on their shopping list. Sophia, I understand you're considering flying to our destination, but I firmly believe a road trip by car would provide us with a much more memorable and rewarding experience. First and foremost, a road trip offers unparalleled flexibility that flying simply cannot match. While planes follow strict departure schedules, driving allows us to adjust our itinerary spontaneously based on interesting discoveries or recommendations we receive along the way. Furthermore, if we find a location particularly appealing, we can extend our stay without the penalty fees associated with changing flight reservations. Another significant advantage is the comprehensive experience of seeing the country. Instead of merely visiting our destination, a road trip allows us to witness the gradual changes in landscape, architecture, and culture as we travel through different regions. Consequently, we'll gain a much deeper appreciation for the geographical diversity of the country than we would by flying over it at 30,000 feet. Regarding luggage, the car offers much greater freedom than flying. Despite the baggage restrictions and additional fees imposed by airlines, our vehicle can accommodate camping gear, sports equipment, or other bulky items that would be impractical on a plane. Additionally, we won't worry about liquid restrictions or having certain items confiscated at security checkpoints. Although the upfront cost of flying might seem comparable or even less than driving when only considering fuel, the overall economics favor the road trip. When factoring in potential rental car costs at our destination plus the inflexibility of being without personal transportation, driving often provides better value. Moreover, the shared experiences on the open road create stronger bonds and lasting memories. Sophia, while I understand the appeal of flying for its speed, I believe a train journey would provide a far superior travel experience for our cross-country trip. First and foremost, train travel offers exceptional comfort that flying simply cannot match. The spacious seating with ample legroom, ability to move freely throughout the train, and specialized sleeping accommodations on overnight stretches create a genuinely relaxing journey. Unlike the cramped confines of airplane seats, train travel allows us to arrive at our destination refreshed rather than exhausted. Furthermore, the panoramic views from train routes are truly unparalleled. While planes provide occasional glimpses of landscapes from high altitudes, trains traverse unique routes with spectacular vistas that are otherwise inaccessible. Additionally, the elevated perspective and large windows are specifically designed to showcase these views, allowing us to appreciate the diversity and beauty of the countryside in comfort. From an environmental standpoint, choosing the train significantly reduces our carbon footprint compared to flying. Although this might not be our primary consideration, it's certainly a meaningful benefit that aligns with responsible travel choices. Moreover, the train's efficiency means we can cover substantial distances while consuming fewer resources. Regarding practicalities, the train eliminates many common travel stressors. We won't face baggage restrictions, extensive security screening processes, or potential flight delays and cancellations. Despite having a fixed departure schedule, trains are generally more reliable than flights and offer a superior combination of comfort, scenic beauty, environmental benefits, and stress reduction. Don't you think this more relaxed, immersive travel experience would enhance our overall adventure? Hello, this is Jason calling about my dental appointment scheduled for tomorrow morning at 10:30. Unfortunately, I need to request a cancellation, and I understand this is the second time I've had to reschedule. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the inconvenience this causes your office. I recognize your policy regarding cancellation fees for appointments changed with less than 24 hours notice. Nevertheless, I'm hoping you might consider waiving the fee due to my current circumstances. The reason I need to cancel is that an important client meeting has just been scheduled for tomorrow morning that I absolutely must attend. This meeting was arranged by senior management with very little notice, and unfortunately, I have no control over the timing. Furthermore, as a long-standing patient who has been coming to your practice for over 3 years, I've generally been reliable with appointments prior to these recent issues. Additionally, I understand that late cancellations impact your schedule and business, which is why I'm calling as soon as I learned about this conflict rather than simply not showing up. I would be happy to reschedule my appointment for next week and could provide more flexible timing options to work around your schedule. Consequently, given these extraordinary circumstances and my history as a reliable patient, would it be possible for you to make an exception and waive the cancellation fee this one time? I genuinely value the dental care your office provides and would greatly appreciate your understanding in this situation. Hello Mr. Thompson, this is Jason calling. I apologize for contacting you after hours, but I have a scheduling conflict that I need your input on. First and foremost, I'm scheduled for an important dental procedure tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. that I've already had to reschedule once before. Nevertheless, I just received the calendar invitation for the client presentation meeting tomorrow at the same time. Furthermore, the dental office has a strict policy about charging a significant fee for appointments canceled with less than 24 hours notice, and this would be my second cancellation. Given the circumstances, I wanted to check whether there might be any flexibility with the timing of our business meeting. Perhaps we could move it to the afternoon, or I could join remotely for the latter portion after my appointment. Additionally, I understand the client meeting is crucial, and if it absolutely cannot be adjusted, I will certainly prioritize it and deal with the dental cancellation fee. However, rescheduling the dental work again would likely push it out several weeks due to the dentist's limited availability. Consequently, I wanted to explore options before making a decision. Moreover, if the meeting schedule is fixed, would it be possible for me to prepare the presentation materials tonight and have someone else from our team handle the initial presentation if I might be delayed? I greatly appreciate your guidance on how to best handle this situation, as both commitments are important in different ways. What would you recommend as the best approach in this case? I believe that having children participate in household chores is tremendously valuable for their development, though the approach should be age-appropriate and implemented thoughtfully. First and foremost, regular chore participation helps children develop a sense of responsibility and contribution to family functioning. When children see their efforts as necessary for household operations rather than optional helping, they gain confidence in their abilities and understand their role within the family system. Furthermore, mastering age-appropriate tasks builds competence that translates to other areas of life, including school and future workplaces. Consequently, children who regularly contribute to household maintenance typically develop stronger executive functioning skills, time management, and work ethic. From a practical perspective, learning household skills through chores provides essential life preparation. Children who grow up participating in cooking, cleaning, laundry, and basic home maintenance develop capabilities that serve them well when they eventually live independently. Additionally, involving children in these tasks from an early age normalizes the idea that everyone contributes to maintaining shared spaces, regardless of gender or other factors. Moreover, this participation helps children develop realistic expectations about the effort required to maintain a household. Despite these benefits, the implementation approach significantly influences outcomes. Chores should be developmentally appropriate, with expectations gradually increasing as children mature. Furthermore, instruction, patience, and positive reinforcement typically prove more effective than criticism or punishment for incomplete or imperfect efforts. Creating systems that clearly communicate expectations can reduce friction and arguments about responsibilities. Therefore, while I strongly believe in the value of children participating in household chores, the implementation should balance clear expectations with flexibility, encouragement, and recognition of developmental stages. Alex, you're not going to believe what I just stumbled upon at the International Auto Expo. While exploring the concept vehicle section with Mike, I came across the most extraordinary futuristic car I've ever seen. Imagine a cross between a sports car and a lunar rover, completely finished in this striking metallic silver that gleams under the exhibition lights. What makes this vehicle truly exceptional, apart from its sleek aerodynamic design, is that it features 6 massive wheels with pristine white rims, giving it this otherworldly stance. The front end somewhat resembles a classic muscle car, with round headlights and a distinctive grille, but that's where any resemblance to conventional vehicles ends. Most remarkably, mounted on top of this beast is an enormous satellite dish that pivots in different directions, making it look like something straight out of a science fiction movie. Although photography is strictly prohibited, I'm doing my best to memorize every detail since I know how passionate you are about innovative automotive design. The interior, from what I can glimpse through the jet black windshield, appears to be filled with futuristic displays and control panels. Despite drawing massive crowds, there's an undeniable air of mystery surrounding this vehicle, as the company representatives are being quite secretive about its capabilities and technical specifications. You absolutely have to find a way to see this in person before the expo ends this weekend.